So, a lot of you have requested this topic, and the topic is, should I get the Sao Tome and Principe citizenship for the entire family at 95K USD, one of the cheapest or the cheapest citizenship by investment option? What are the pros? The pros are it's a CPLP country. It may or may not work out in Brazil/Portugal. In my opinion, times have changed. Those countries have become strict. You got to be careful. You purchased the passport yesterday. You're turning up to Portugal claiming that you're from a CPLP country. Good luck trying to chase those options. I don't think I would use that or recommend it for the Portugal or Brazil route. But it's the cheapest CBI. It's still a real nationality. The biggest con of this option is that the data is collected in Dubai, and at least I would not be very or super comfortable exposing all this information, family ties, source of wealth information, tax information, and all of your rich wealth of data to expose that to Dubai, and then it gets supplied to all these background companies, and obviously they have their own background process. Dubai has its own expectations regarding data, the way it's handled in that country, because the company is located over there, and then there's a private partnership between the program and the nation of Sao Tome and Principe. Too many links over here, and I'm particularly not very comfortable that I see that as a con for some people. Some people would not care. It truly depends upon the emergency or the need or the desperation that you have for a second passport. Now, some content creators are going to try and sell this because it's got make quick bucks. They have started promoting Africa big time. I don't think it's as rosy yet. I don't think we are there yet, or I don't think we are getting there anytime soon. I have my own doubts, so I would definitely try to be careful with which citizenships I would get, especially the citizenship by investment options from Africa. You got to disclose all these things on the ETA and ITAS and those platforms. Especially if it is a CBI, you got to disclose it. So I'm going to be super skeptical, super careful with any CBI. Now, if it is an exception, there are exception programs in Africa. And yes, we support. So at any point in time you're interested, you can always reach us and we can have a quick chat. You can always click the link and we can have a discussion. We can see which African really makes sense, and depends upon your appetite for how much information you're dealing with, who you're supplying this to, and so on and so forth. But this citizenship, I would say, if I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm not even talking about the visa free, right? It hardly has any visa free access. It's one of the poorest passports you can invest in. But if I had to rate this, I would rate this as a 2 out of 10 in terms of utility, in terms of reputation, in terms of usability. It's going to be a plan C or a plan D passport, which you hope you never use. Just going to keep it in your portfolio, but you're not going to really exercise this or use this for any meaningful purposes. So for what it is, 95K, if you want to throw the money and get this passport, keep it, is okay. But when you compare this with a program like Turkey is, I would say, now in 2026, I would rate Turkey as a 7 on 10. It's definitely twice or thrice more useful than any of the African passport, and you can't even compare this to a Sao Tome and Principe. Turkey CBI, a Turkish citizenship, is far more valuable than this one. With Turkey, you get your own property. You purchase your property, 400K. It's a real, tangible, physical, hard asset that you control, you manage. If you make a wise decision, you can land into a decent deal. You can make some money when you're selling this. And till then, you get a place in Istanbul, right? If you buy this in Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, a very hot airport, well-connected airport, well-connected to the entire EU region. So if you're traveling back and forth from Asia, or pretty much it's the center of the world, I would say it's a great airport to be close to. You have your property in Istanbul, you have the airport, and you're traveling back and forth. Makes life easy, a super convenient option. You can easily recoup 400K from that property. Turkey has access to so many valuable and important countries. It's a real citizenship. So when you're doing banking, in a non-Western jurisdiction using a Turkey passport, I think you have a lot more reputation than any other CBI countries where you can't physically go there, right? So at least you can go to Turkey, you have a property, you have a lease, you have an electricity bill, you have a maintenance thing going on, you're maybe physically living. Now, Turkey is a territorial country. So that changes everything, makes it far better, far better. In 2025, I would have said Turkey was a 5 on 10 option, but because of the territorial regime, I would rate this as a 7.5, almost on 10. So no comparison with Sao Tome and Principe. If I had to pick 100% any day, I'm going to go with a Turkey CBI. And Turkey is quickly becoming my favorite option because of two reasons now. One is the 20%, the 20-year tax holiday, right? So zero taxes if you structure this correctly using the territorial regime. Don't show your source of wealth in Turkey. Don't trigger your income in Turkey. Keep it outside, structure it correctly, and you can dip to 0% taxes if done carefully. And that's one thing. But what's really more important for me, what I really, really like is the ability to land in Mexico, in Paraguay, in Uruguay, in Panama, any of those countries, and pick up valuable residencies, particularly the Paraguay residency, which is again a territorial regime. Uruguay has a tax holiday. So if you combine Turkey and Uruguay and work on your Uruguayan citizenship, I think this is the most lethal, top-notch, the best combination that is available in 2026. So therefore, when I'm comparing Sao Tome and Principe, Turkey hands down is the clear winner. And if you are looking to get started, we have specialized teams in Turkey that focus on the legal aspect as well as the real estate aspect to make sure you not only get a property that qualifies for the CBI, for the citizenship, but also it retains its value. We do the appraisals even before you transfer or make the purchase. You're satisfied with the property. It does come up to that 400K or more. And then you have peace of mind that you're going into your citizenship application and then going through this. We also support with the other one, the Sao Tome and Principe, through our liaison. So, and at the best possible discounted, legally discounted rate. So at any point in time you want to get started with either or option, you can always click the link, book a call, and we can get you started. And before you go, make sure you're subscribed to this channel because you don't want to miss out on any breaking news, any changes that happen within the RCBI. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and catch you in the next one.